Welcome back to Who's at the Chef's Table with Chef Dan. This week, your hosts, Chef Dan and Doris WithaD, sit down with Chef Ron and Rhonda Weisheit, chef and owners of 2020 Grille, located in Boca Raton, Florida.
Hi everybody, welcome back to SoFloDining. I'm Doris WithaD, and today we are in Boca Raton. And we are doing a little chef's table with Chef Dan, and we are at 2020 Grille with Chef Ron. Welcome, Chef Ron.
Hello. Wait, we should say welcome, right?
Yeah, right?
Actually, you don't have to. When you come in, it's welcoming.
That's it.
It really is.
Yeah. Tell us, how long have you been in business?
We've just marked 10 years.
Have you always been in this location?
We have.
Okay.
Yeah. We thought we wanted a bigger restaurant, and we were showing the bigger restaurant. Something happened and didn't quite get it. After about 2 weeks in this place, we realized we weren't meant to have a bigger restaurant. So this is the size, and you keep getting requests to open something bigger, and bigger doesn't make it better.
No,
That's true.
no, you're absolutely right.
And
It's
and
so true.
it ties into the name, from what I recall, right?
You're
Yes.
right.
It's
So 2020 Grille, 20 seats on the inside, 20 seats on the outside. Everybody thinks it's a perfect vision,
yeah.
but
Or in hindsight,
it's not. It can't get any simpler than
2020.
that. The 20 seats on the inside, 20 seats on the outside. When it was COVID, it was 0-40. So everybody was sitting outside.
and everyone asked us if we opened in when 2020 hit. They're like, "Did you open in 2020?" We're like, "No way."
Yeah, we had really big plans for 2020.
Yeah.
Obviously 2020 Grille in 2020,
Right.
and then COVID came through and squashed that really
Yeah.
quick.
Are you still watching those Instagram influencers to figure out where to eat? Stop scrolling. Why guess when you can get the truth right from the chef's mouth? Join hosts Chef Dan and Doris WithaD as they personally interview South Florida's finest culinary talent. Unfiltered, real, and always delicious. This is the exclusive conversation you won't find anywhere else. Tune in to Who's at the Chef's Table every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. and find out what's really cooking. As always, enjoy, and I'll see you there.
I've done big places, and
Yep.
you lose. Like when I've been in the kitchen here and I've seen how you have everything on the board and everything, you lose that.
Yes.
When you have a big place, you have too many people, too many hands in the pot.
Yes.
That's the truth.
No, a lot of what we do here is the customer service.
Right.
I'll go out and speak to every table. Rhonda will speak to every table.
Yeah.
The staff speaks to every table. And if you get bigger, you lose that
You
one-on-one.
lose it. You lose it. There's no
And
way you'd be
it's
able
so, It's so important for us here.
No, and that's what we love. We love that. I mean,
Yeah,
the
I
places
know you
we
do.
do and go to,
Right.
we
Yeah.
love that interpersonal.
It's a lost art. And
It's a lost art of the culture now is we've become accustomed to bad service,
Yes.
and we've accepted that, and I don't
Yeah.
know why.
Yeah.
And it's like so many places you go to, it's like I don't like this, and it's like, oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think guests that come here, they expect what we're doing, and then they tell the right guests to come here. We have some guests that have been coming here forever. They will not tell their friends to come here because they're steakhouse people. They tell them, it's okay. We'll catch up with you another night.
Yeah.
So it is the right clientele that comes here.
Perfect.
We're small. We're intimate. Foodie
Yeah.
restaurant. But if you want corporate and flashy,
Yeah.
you came to the wrong place.
Yeah, no, we have a place that we went to the other day, and I told the guy, I think he's 17 years in business,
Yes.
and I
Wow,
said,
that's a long time.
for about 4 years, people have been telling me, you got to go here, you got to go here, and when I say, where is it? Well, I'll let you know. They wouldn't tell me.
Oh my gosh.
And the reason why is because it's always booked.
Right?
And they wouldn't tell me. I'm like, would you? They're like, no, because if you do a review, forget it. We'll never get it. And I'm
We've
like,
heard that so many times too. Everyone's like, I don't want to tell so many people because then I won't be able to get a table. It's so funny.
People are funny around there.
They are.
yeah, but people got to
are.
know. People got to know.
Amazing.
People got to support because that's what
They
keeps
do.
everything going.
Right.
You know.
Right.
That's.
And we kind of have the reputation that we're always booked. And so we kind of want that out there that, yeah, in season, we're booked on Friday, Saturday. But for every time everyone says to me, you're booked, I can't get in, I'm just like, I'm not booked tonight. Where did that order come from? I don't understand where that came from. Maybe the first couple of years Yes, in season, you do have to plan ahead of time, but in the summer, we definitely need the local support, and we are not booked every night in the summer. So that
You heard
is
it
something.
first. You heard it
You
first.
heard it
here.
first.
First, yeah.
We want you to know that because of that
Aura, mystique.
aura mystique,
Yeah.
people, I think that they don't think they can get in here, and they can definitely in the summer.
Absolutely, and you're here for them. I mean,
Yes,
the whole
yes.
reason you're here
Yeah.
is for the locals.
We are, and we
Uh-huh.
have a lot of great specials in the summer as well. So yeah, we're here.
How did you find your way into the hospitality industry? And it's got to be a beautiful story.
Oh, it
I'll
is.
tell you. You don't want to know how.
You
Here we
guys.
go.
Okay.
Oh God, here we go.
I
can't even.
found out at an early age that I could not sing or dance. So that's what led
That's how
right.
you
you
go.
got into really
There you go.
at
I-
16.
I think 5th grade is when I was told, I was in chorus and I was told, don't pursue this.
This is you were all 10 years old and you got this message.
Yes, I did.
Wow, you were lucky.
And then, I don't know, I had to be probably 14, maybe 15. But all the kids, all my friends would come over to my house for breakfast in the morning. I don't know why, and I'd end up making breakfast.
I see how it is.
And then it
Right?
just snowballed. And
yeah.
but the first time at culinary school, I almost walked out. The first thing I had to cook was liver and onions.
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
I'm over those things.
That's a favorite.
Yeah, and that smell, it's just like,
But isn't that part of the whole thing? I mean, don't they like just try to like push you to the limit to see if you really should be there or not?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's with everything. But no, I mean, been doing it and love doing it. Love creating. So yeah, it's just to be here 10 years is remarkable.
It's a
I mean, it
feat.
really is.
Absolutely.
After the first 6 months, I mean, on the days that Rhonda wasn't working, we would have her come in with the girls, have her sit outside and eat dinner just to make it look like somebody was here.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
And
love
and then it's fun, we get people and we don't want to tell anybody. We don't want to tell anybody. We don't want to, and then I think we started the first time we used social media to advertise for here is when we started, ascending up.
Oh, it started.
Yeah, started getting the people in. But yeah, the first couple months was a little lean, a little scary.
Yeah.
You know.
And 10 years later, here we
Yeah.
are.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I was
people
supposed to be an
don't get
architect.
that, you know?
You were?
Guess what? I can't draw.
Yeah, see?
That was it.
Yep.
Well, you have computers now, so you've probably been fine.
Right? Well, they were just starting that. They were talking about that computer generated. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, what about that? And they're like, no, you have to be able to draw. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no. And I was in a library with a friend they had I think he was getting a book or something. And they had a job fair, a career fair, I'm sorry. And a lady came over and she said, can you sign a paper for me? I'm like, what am I signing? She said, well, I have to have X amount of people here before I can leave. And I'm like, well, what do you do? And she said, well, it's a culinary school. And, they're trying to sign up people to go to the school. It's a new startup. So I went there, I watched the presentation, I made the appointment, I got in.
Yep.
And it was they only accepted 30 people, 17 graduated after the 2 years. So,
Right.
and they did the breakdown.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, the grill. They really put you to
It's,
the grill.
I like saying it, and you're about my age, so you'll understand. It's before it was a glamorous job.
Yes.
Discover what thousands up and down the eastern seaboard rave about. SoFloDining, your free key to conch fritters down in the Keys. Fort Lauderdale waterfront gems. Vegan Homeboys monthly picks. Rick Tobin's words of wisdom. Doris WithaD's on South Florida events. Who's at the chef's table with Chef Dan. Unstoppable women entrepreneurs. That WTF Snowbird series. Plus recipes from Key West Spice. Inbox drops 7 days early at SoFloDining.com. Taste what SoFlo has to offer.
Yeah,
It's not what you see on TV.
I was coming
Not
out.
what you see on
The
TV.
chef could throw stuff at you.
Right?
Call you dirty names. Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nowadays, if you look at somebody the wrong way,
Yep. I mean, Chef Ramsay gets that reputation, but back then, that's and I say it. I mean, I don't know where you had worked in the past, but traditionally, the kitchens were places where people that were outcast
yeah.
work. That was your, your porters, and that was it.
Yeah.
And that was the tradition. And now all these TV shows came out,
Sure.
and everybody wants to be chef.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's where Ron is so innovative, that we change the menu every 8 to 10 weeks, and he's always playing. Even after all these years, he's playing with food, and our guests accepted, and I think that's a pretty cool. I think you should be so proud of yourself.
I love looking at the stuff when you guys put it up,
Yeah.
and when you gave me the tour, and I was looking at the board, the prep board, and I was like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy, he's
They're
real.
amazing.
You're real.
You're real.
Yeah.
You're
You know,
genius.
it's
Yes.
Yeah.
A real
Yeah.
genius. Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
And you keep it new.
some places
That's
just
the key.
that's the word. Some places just stick with old and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's
Now, the most fun, I think, here is when we play the sorbet game.
I was just going to ask you because she told us about that.
That is, so it's between, right before the entree, we do it in an intermezzo, sorbet.
Okay.
And it's a 4-flavor sorbet. So we present the sorbet to the table, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the game is to see if they can figure out what the 4 flavors are.
Right.
So when we first started, we had 1 sorbet, and we're so close, the tables are close to each other. I can't remember the whole story on this, but one table got the last item on the menu, and the table next to them ordered it, and they said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I got the last one, but I'll tell you what the sorbet is." So I came out to play the game, and usually it's, if you get the 4 flavors, then buy your wine or dessert or something. There's always some little catch there. And so I presented the game to them, and they looked at me, and they guessed the 4 flavors right off the bat. If they would have stumbled and made the wrong guess, I would have said, okay. And the table next to them just sitting there like that. So over the course of the years, we started with 1 sorbet, and now there's 8 different ones each night. I make a couple of the same color, so the people that want it over here
Wow. He
can
loves to
see,
play with people.
I love
they think they
it.
got
Oh my
it,
gosh.
and they don't. But occasionally, it happens more often than not that people do get the 4
Yeah.
flavors. We had 6 young ladies out here one night, presented the game to them, and I said, if you get the 4 flavors, I'll buy your wine. And I think they had 3 bottles of wine,
Wow.
and it started off slow,
Yeah.
and then they got 1, they got 2, and I said, we're still good. And somebody nailed a 3rd one, and there's usually one that's kind of obscure. Last lady blurts it out. So I come in here, and it's, we got to buy their wine.
Yeah, he's so proud of himself.
And she's like, all of it? I'm like, yeah, so it was probably, I don't know, $3.50 in wine or something like that.
Right.
But they all went home on social media, told their friends, and more people came in.
I was just going to say, and I bet you they come back. Or they
Yeah.
both
They
send
worked out
people
really
back.
well.
A
I'll bet.
lot of guests come back because of the story.
Yeah, and there's
sorbet
people
game.
that they either really enjoy the game,
Oh, yeah.
or there's people that just cringe when they see me coming. And it's,
I love it.
Hey, I've done this 6 times and haven't gotten it.
Yeah.
but it really is a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
there's some guests that will guess 1 or 2 flavors and then be done. Then there's other people that will literally go down with a ship. Don't tell me what it is. Don't tell me what it is
Yeah.
until you tell them what it is.
Yeah.
And then, oh my God, why can't I get it? Why can't I get it? But it's just one more thing that brings us closer to the guests and guests closer to us.
And it makes
More
it
personal.
fun. Everything
Yeah.
should be fun.
It makes it fun.
Absolutely.
And more
yeah.
personal. I mean, the history of restaurants were houses. I mean, this was somebody's house.
Right.
Yeah.
You lived upstairs or in the back, and you welcomed people into your house.
Yeah.
And like I said about what people have come accustomed to is, sit down, eat, here's the bill, get out.
Right.
Where here, you guys are interactive, you're welcome. And I said that when you come in the front door, you feel welcome.
You feel like you're at home. I've
Yeah.
read that in so many reviews.
But you feel what you really
You feel
do.
welcome, and you're supposed to feel good about dining out at their house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. You really
So-
should.
So
It
we,
should be a
we
treat.
do have that aura. That is a good thing that we have never steered away from. Is true to what we do.
Yeah. And what is the style of
Yeah.
cooking that you do?
Yeah, Ron.
In general.
Other than Ron's
You know-
specials.
The window says contemporary American cuisine. Okay. Originally, we labeled ourselves as fine dining. I think there's not a style. It's more of which whim do you feel like doing this menu. But it goes from I mean, we've had Peruvian, we have Thai, we have a little of this, a little
Barbecue.
of that. I mean, we have a
I love
Dorito
it.
spiced oyster with a French onion dip. I mean, it sounded fun. We made it, and it's like, boy, this is really good.
Actually,
And
probably
then
one of the most popular
then we put it on the
appetizers we've ever
menu,
had.
and it's
Really?
it's just
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
one of those
goodness.
things that it
Isn't
has.
something?
I think it's something people see that like, oh my, we have to try it,
Right.
and then it actually is good as
It
it
actually
as
is.
it reads, and
Wow.
it's again it's a fun little dish.
Yeah.
We change the menu, it keeps the guys in the back. They don't get bored doing the same thing day
Yeah.
after day after day. You know, the servers see the different food. So then, and I think even the guests now, over the years, they expect to come back and, see something different, not to
Right.
have the same, same dish every time they
Nice.
come.
That's
In the beginning, he would take something off and they're like, why did you do that? And they'd kind of be upset, and then they'd try something new that he has, okay. Now they
We've-
accept it.
That's
we've had
awesome.
we've had that the
Because you
other
have
day.
open people, that's good.
Yeah.
Because you want people who are open to new tastes, new excitement.
Well, they can have the same menu anywhere in Palm Beach County.
Yeah.
Go anywhere and
We
get
had
get that.
what about we had the Spanish place we did,
Uh-huh.
and when you said he put lasagna on when he
Oh,
first
yeah.
started
Yeah,
because people liked his lasagna,
yeah,
and it's 17 years it's still there.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're on vacation, so why are you spending your time scrolling through endless pages of generic search results? Stop wasting time with search engines built for everywhere. Get the guide built just for you, the Beachside Directory. We cut the clutter and bring you straight to the source. Local businesses owned and operated right here in the Fort Lauderdale metro area. Whether you need a great place to eat tonight, a trusted personal service, or want to book jet skis, kayaks, or yoga, we have the who's who of the community. Get the local perspective, find the deals and coupons, get immediate access to businesses that actually care about your experience because their reputation is tied to this town. Make the most of every minute. Go straight to the source. Visit beachside.directory. Your vacation starts now.
There's a couple
What is
dishes here
this?
that I tried and I got in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they're
But you're
leaving
here
one.
for them.
You're here for them,
Yeah,
yeah.
but just two items, so the duck duck taco and the rack of blame are the only two items that have stayed on the menu in 10 years. That's it.
And I tried,
Survived.
they each changed one time,
Right.
and people were like, why? So now every time you make a menu, it's just cut and paste.
Cut and paste that
And
part.
then once
This
a
is
year, we
Travis.
do a best of the best from that year.
Uh-huh.
And that's when you get the dishes that you liked, but were no longer on the menu.
Okay.
So that's another fun night. And everybody comes in, oh, I remember this dish, I remember this dish.
Wow, yeah. It sounds like
And
a
then
lot
we
of
just
fun.
did
That is
a
cool.
10-year menu, and there was a dessert on there that I completely forgot about.
There you go.
And I looked at it and, oh, I don't remember making this. And I made it, and
That's cool.
it's going.
It was 10 years, 10 courses.
But there's nothing
See,
like a
I look
revisit
at-
like that.
I have my old
Right?
menus.
Yeah.
From, I used to run an officers club for the Army, and I have about 2 years worth of menus.
Yep.
Because every night I would do the menus, and we had banquets, and I'd have to incorporate stuff back and forth. Every now and then I go through there,
Yeah.
and
It's
I'm
fun.
like, look, Puntanesca, like,
Yeah.
wow, when did I make that, And we'll
Yeah.
just, carbonara, and I'm like, go through,
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
No, you look back on it, and it's
Yeah,
fun. You see
it's fun.
what you did, what that morphed into, and that changed into something else.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
like little Pokemons going down the road here.
Or some of them I look at and go, what the hell was I
Yeah,
thinking?
trust me.
Yeah, I had a couple.
But I have two little where I put all my chicken scratch in. Been carrying the books around for 10 years now. And it's like, who's gonna get
Very
these books?
cool.
Book,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
I love
no,
it.
it is fun changing the menu. You come up with different things.
What is your most popular dish? Good question.
Well, okay, we'll go back to the ones that have been here for 10 years.
Right.
So it's the silver oak brine rack of lamb.
Okay.
Again, that was changed, and people like,
Yeah.
stupid. So I went back, and then we have a duck taco that we created when we were in Massachusetts, in Newburyport. And we used to have a bakery up there, and we would do tasting dinners at night after the bakery closed. And I think the first 1 or 2 menus that we started down here was because of the menus that we were written up in Newburyport. And the duck taco was one of them. So that was, again, those are the two
That stayed.
that stayed.
Yeah,
You know, there's some things we've done a seafood sausage here that comes and goes.
Okay.
You know, we'll put it on the menu, or we might change it and make it a little Peruvian, but that always goes over well. But it's something that it doesn't stay on.
It doesn't stay on, but it's a
constant.
popular.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But
It's like seasonal.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, everything else, you know, we try to just come up with different, you know, give different ideas, and not all of them are winners.
Yeah.
You know,
I
but
know.
hopefully
You got to try.
You didn't,
Yeah,
you,
you
didn't,
gotta
you
try.
didn't have many losers over the 10 years.
no, but there's some you look back and you're like, yeah,
Yeah, I've had a couple guys.
we can improve on that one.
You know, angels on horseback. You know the filet mignon.
Yeah.
You put the lot. Yeah, I did something with chicken on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't
Not
work.
so
No.
much, huh?
That didn't work.
But there's
That didn't work.
There's sorbets I made that.
Oh, yeah. Your
if you-
inside out
if you
Caesar
juice
salad, I
you
think.
juice an onion,
Right.
it tastes like fish. I don't know why.
Yeah, right? What's
But-
up with that?
So we made a Caesar salad sorbet, which is phenomenal.
Wow.
But if you're doing a blind taste test and the first thing you get is anchovy and you're not thinking it,
Yeah, that didn't go over well.
didn't go over real well. And then we did a BLT sorbet, which is really great, but we forgot where we are.
Oops.
So the bacon didn't go over too well.
No.
But you know, when we say we have regulars that keep coming, they're very forthcoming. If they don't think it's spot on, they'll let them know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, normally there's a question that we ask, but it's hard because you have the menu that changes. Normally we say, and I ask the chef this, is there something you wish people would try more of? Like, is there a dish that you say, I don't know why people don't order this one. This is so good.
Well, there's some things that get put on the menu that, like right now, we have a licorice glazed salmon that people wouldn't associate licorice and fish. But before each menu, we make it go around in the kitchen, and then we let the servers and everybody taste it.
Okay.
And as long as it comes back positive with them, then they'll pass it on to the guests and say, you know what, it might sound a little bizarre, but
Right.
you know, why don't you just try if you don't like it?
Gotta
So the
check it
big
out.
thing in it, so
Something
the
else.
big thing then is to be open
Yeah.
and trust that everything that's on that menu has been tried, tested,
Yeah.
everybody liked it. So that's,
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, so to be open, that's the main thing.
Yeah, in the world that we live in now, it's all about Google and reviews. So when you Google, you see the menu for one thing, and then they're looking at the reviews on 4 different sites, and the site, they're all saying,
Right.
we don't know why these flavors came together, but they were phenomenal. So they know what they're getting into. They know they're not coming here having meat and potatoes. They're coming here for an experience.
For an experience.
So it does resonate through the reviews, which is very cool for us.
And you can check their reviews. They got great reviews. I can tell you that now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty proud of that. But it's an entire team that does that. It's
is.
not me, it's not chef, it's our entire team.
Thanks for watching, everyone, to another delicious episode of Who's at the Chef's Table with Chef Dan. Join us next week for more culinary adventures. This show's a proud joint production of SoFloDining and the Beachside Directory. Head over to SoFloDining.com to subscribe for free to our online magazine, packed with awesome features, discounts, and South Florida dining tips. SoFloDining is your go-to guide for all things tasty in the Sunshine State. See you soon.